We're back. All right, brilliant. Um, what am I doing? Uh, Good evening, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in 2. This might as well be the stream. uh, the previous one died thanks to the audio just keeling over. So I think we're okay. Alt Shift M should go to the first error according to default bindings.cpp. Have I just yeah, I've just got rid of that error. Summits. So, oh, hang on a minute. Something else. So rebound it. Yeah, I don't think I did. Let's just see. Where am I? What file is this again? Oops. This is default include. So edit code default bindings, and it's the Alt, Control and M. Building general panel, go to first error. What if I Alt? Oh right, yeah, so Alt and capital M. Go to first, I see, right. I see what you're saying, right. Yeah, right, that's interesting. So it's not considering this as the first error. It's considering this as the first error, and it's not even seeing this. So there's a bit of a bug there. Yeah, if I do Alt N. Yeah, okay, so Alt N can't go to any next errors. But Alt capital N can go to previous ones. Interesting. So that was Alt M to build. Alt capital M to go to the first error, but it went to the this guy. So that seems like a bit of a bug, either in the documentation or in the implementation. Go to second error. But anyway, that's solved the problem, I think. Yeah, presumably that was the behaviour the other day as well. I'm not sure why I didn't get the standard error output there. You know, on the earlier revision. Yeah, but anyway, let's nuke all of this stuff and let us do like some nodes. So how do I do this? What's it say for you? Ah, okay, cool. I wonder if it's like the Windows one. Be pretty unusual if it is just like a platform specific bug. Don't know. So, just make this a little bit bigger. I think we should be able to kind of note this out within 4Coder as well, rather than needing to use a drawing program. It might be nice to use Milton if I could use it, but it doesn't run for me, so 4Coder it is. So the Burrows-Wheeler transform, I've read about it, and I think I've remembered like what the steps are. So I'm just gonna like write down what the steps are, and then see maybe about implementing the actual steps. We'll see. But anyway, essentially, it takes a string, right? So so let's have an example string. So the example string is going to be I'm going to use Fiery Drake because it was him who got me on the track of doing run length encoding in the first place. Okay, so basically, and also let me just change the font to a monospaced, beautiful inconsolata. So basically what I need to do is, I need to build an array of Fiery Drake, like the length of Fiery Drake squared, and I need to populate this array with all the different well, it's got to be Fiery Drake from the 0 from the F, and then it's got to be like, right, it's got to be Fiery Drake F like that. So you kind of starting on the F, and then you start on the I, and you kind of wrap around. So it's got to be each permutation of it like moving along each time. So I don't suppose there's a quick way of doing this really, so I'll just like type it out. I mean, in Vim I might actually be able to just do stuff quite readily, but I'll just do this for now. Fiery Drake. YDRAKEFI. Drake Fiery. That's nice. It's kind of just swap them over exactly. Drake Fiery Drew. Bit of a tongue twister actually, trying to do all this. So I think that is all the permutations, right? Because the next one would then be Fiery Drake. Am I even spelling any of this right? Just check Fiery spelling. Fiery Drake, yeah. I think we've kind of written it so many times now, it just looks like I spelled it wrong. You know, like how when you sometimes say somebody's name again and again, it like starts to sound like you're saying the wrong thing. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys. Semantic satiation, absolutely, interferes. That's exactly right. So what this has given me, right, if I've actually done it correctly, is Fiery Drake written down like that. So I've given, yes, okay, so this is interesting. So I've got it written across like that, I've got it written down like this, and then for each second, you know, like for the 0th column and the 0th row, or for the like the nth column and the nth row are both the same. So I could probably use that to my advantage. Well, basically, as I understand it, the next step, right, is to sort each of these rows. Hang on a minute, can that be correct? Because if they're the same thing, wouldn't they end up with the same... I'll have to look at the docs here, actually. All rotations are sorted into lexical order. Taking the last comment. I'll put that. So we've got banana. So we've got the rotations thing going round like that. No, that's interesting. What have I got here? Okay, so I've rotated it the wrong way, unfortunately. Sorry, it should be... Because they've got, like, the bees going through like that. Right, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So let's just correct this. Fi. Ke. Gosh. This is so weird, like, I just don't know, like, a quick way of doing this, like I say. Probably doesn't matter if you're going to sort them. Okay, right. Okay, let's just proceed then, on the assumption that it won't matter. So sorted into lexical order. Oh, hang on, we're just sorting just the first column, it seems. Or rather, we're sorting each row by the by their first columns, and then take the last column. Oh, is that all you do? I thought there was more to it. The explanation. Inverse transformation. Oh right, this is the inverse now, right. Okay, so the actual thing is so the actual encoding is really simple then. Because I'm not doing every row, it might actually matter which order I use, unfortunately. So yeah, let's just do it so that I've got it like their thing is. So I'm on the second row, so that means I need to move two things. I'm on the third row. Is that looking right now? God. And then I've got moving 2, moving 4, moving 6, maybe? That's kind of right. And then moving 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. That looks kind of right. And I think this is correct. And then moving these guys. Yeah. And then moving these guys. And then finally moving these guys. Okay. So we've got the F's going down. F, 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 F. Right. Okay, so that's what they're saying. And then we sort the columns by whatever's in their first letter is. So let's just copy this guy down. Right. And so it's going to be like the A. Right, yeah, I mean, if this was Vim, right, I could just totally just sort the goddamn things myself. In fact, should I just do that? I'm sorry, Alan. Please forgive me. But I'm just Vimming it up. Why is this still? There's no main, right? Yeah, fine. Right. So if I just sort this column, so this gets sorted like this, and then I take these. I take this line here. What? Okay, fine. Right. So then my output is going to be this. So on this line, I'm just going to substitute all those for nothing. So we take Fiery Drake in, if he doesn't mind. Raki Fader. I like the sound of the Raki. Where's that? Oh, the end result. Right. Got you. That's cool. Yeah. So according to the Burrows-Wheeler transform, why has this helped us at all? Because I thought the whole point of the Burrows-Wheeler transform was to put things into, you know, like, make more runs out of things. Let's just try with insofar as his name. Right. I mean, I can see that there's like the R's at the end, but there aren't any other duplicated characters, yeah. I mean, Asaf's your name's got a lot as well. It's got the A's and the R's. Insofar's got S's and A's. Yeah, actually, let's use Asaf's name because it's got like the 3 A's. That'd be an interesting test case. Right, so Asaf Gardner. Right. So how many letters are in this? There's like... So I've got it, yeah. So there's like 11, I believe. And we wanted to do... It's like taking the last character and putting it there and taking the last 3, I think. Let's see if that's correct. No. Yeah. And then the last 4. Why is this no. What's that going there? What's that going there? What's that going there? And then I need 3, right. I'm not sure why this is take 3 then 4 then 5. Yeah. I'm not sure why it was different for Fiery. Maybe because it's an even number of letters in the name. Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah. So have I done any of this correctly so far? Got it. Okay, right, so I'm going to record a macro. So it's going to be last line, last character of the line. It cuts it, and it goes to the first character, and then it pastes it before. What's the current line? And then copies the current line to the next, right. And then we continue, right. Oh shit! I just tried to overwrite the macro. You see, I don't use macros very often. So, end of the line. Duh, 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 duh. Right, and then we do that. So, where are we? Actually, it might just be easier if I just start from scratch. So it was this. And why is that not working? No, I got asked I've got it back. Does that look at all correct to anyone? I think this might be correct. Yeah, I think that's correct. So, after we've done that, right, then we just zing this, nick it, steal that, and then yeah, I mean again, it's not it's not giving us any more runs. Faster. Transform is done by sorting all rotation of the text into the 8 rotations are put in the second column in a different order. The 8 rows are sorted completely and the number k equals 7 of the row that the non-rotated row ends up in. For example, the text this is transformed into that. Through these steps, the record can end of file pointer. Oh yeah, cheers. That was the problem, yeah. What is happening? Where's all my oh! Yeah, don't try and sort the whole file. Right, okay. That's more like it. Just along the phrase. That was exactly reversed, was it? Oh yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Why would that be the case? Yeah, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, because all these guys. Yeah. Yeah. Still didn't move the R's for some reason. Okay, so now while I've got the macro, let's just get Intobot to say something. Right. And sort this. So this is 34 characters long. So if I do this 33 times, and then move the first, oh, don't need to move the first one, or maybe I do. Yeah, that kind of didn't quite. Enterprise with lowercase it. Okay. So 33 times this. Yeah, I've got a feeling it isn't 100% correct, but I mean, the macro, I mean. But it kind of gives me what I want. Right. So I do all of that. Well, let's just give me my thing there. Right. How to call Abner? And then yank this whole stuff, this whole thing. Sort it. And then take that line. Hang on a sec. Just give myself some more lines. Yank that. Right. Right, okay. So this has transformed, having to control Abner into this. So we have got H's together, we've got N's together, and we've got A's together. So, okay. I mean, I suppose what we could actually do, also, we could do the banana thing. I presume. I mean, it's all good practice, I suppose. So this has got 6 characters. I mean, the difference here, right, is that it's got this thing, and it's also got like a kind of a new end of file marker. So let's just see if I actually get the same result as those guys. So this is 8 characters long, so I need to be doing 7 of these, and then move that up to here, and then move that to the start. I think those so you can reverse it. Ah, right, okay. So I've lost the M, unfortunately. Presumably the M is that thing here, between there, so... Sort into lexical order. So it's decided to put these guys up there for some reason. If I just manually put them there. And also, oops, it's actually like that, isn't it? Just want to check that I'm not going completely insane here. And then this thing here is going to be the M. However I add that, yeah. Right, so BNN. Output the last column. Banana, right. So I've input banana with an M. All rotations, so it's the B, the new line there. The banana. So this is the same as all rotations. Sorted into lexical order. Oh right, so the sort is a bit different, isn't it? Because they're putting the they're treating the M differently. But I think it's roughly the same, isn't it? You know, like they've got the N's together, they've got the A's together. This string of 4 is the same. In fact, this thing, this is all the same. It's just that the B is in a different position for some reason. Use Z and Y and Z for starting and to test it. That's an idea, yeah. So yeah. So yeah, and then it's how long? It's 8 characters long. So let's do my macro that number of times. Move that up to the top, and then move the Y to the beginning. Right. And then I sort it. Oh, sorry, yeah, sort it. And then we take the final thing. So we end up with BNN. The start indicator, yeah, AA, N indicator, and then the A, right. Okay, cool. Right, so I am doing the correct procedure, which is kind of nice to know. I'm going to tell you what, I know that there's like the decode side of it to do, but I wonder if I should just try and implement this. You know, like, just transform this string. You know, just write a little program that does do it, insofar as do it. Okay, I will do it. Excuse me. So, in May, right. And I should use Volcano, really. Reiki Fader, I do like Reiki Fader though, that's cool. So nice that InsoBot ++ happened. Anyway, quit. Vocoder. Where's my binary? Oh, did it just try and build and couldn't output anything, maybe? Okay. It's interesting, actually. Let me just try that again. Just kill main. Try and build. Okay, yeah, and then it just doesn't produce anything. Fine. So, we want a string. And the string is going to be equal to Asaf Gardner, maybe. Or should we do well, it doesn't matter, does it? Let's just do F1. Insofar as Asaf Gardner and Barry Drake, right? It's just a test string, and I'm pressing escape here to enter to exit insert mode. So insofar as Asaf Gardner, Barry Drake, we then want we want an array. So I'm just going to do it the totally naive way at first, and just completely like populate a 2D array with all this stuff. So if we say, I don't really need to define this. Size of A divided by size of a pointer to A. So int array length. So string length. S length is equal to the array count on the string. Right, let's just printf that, just to make sure I'm not going totally bonkers. Right, so it's 8. So then we want to have our, it's kind of like our BWT matrix 1. So it's going to be the S length and the S length. Can I do that? Yeah, okay. So now I want to populate this with the string, like offsetting it each time through. It will output 8, the size of car, since it was not defined as an array. Wow, nice one. 33. It's just one off the holy grail of 32. I wonder if also we want to malloc this. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Just see what that will look like actually. Right. Now, because I'm mallocing it, I don't think it matters that I'm not getting the size of thing, does it? Unless, should I do this to be careful, maybe? Interesting. Ah, interesting. Oh, I've got a CD lid. Might just get in consolator as well. So just double check if I could have done this. No, I can't. Interesting. Array initializer must be an initializer list or string literal. Alright then. I guess it's safe to do this. I mean, we'll see, won't we? So let's try and let's just try and fill in like the first line of the matrix. Yeah, let's do that. I was just thinking ahead to the sorting there, but let's try this first. So let's give myself a car star. P for pointer. So I is less than the S length. Plus I. We want to say the value at P plus is equal to the value at string and I. And then let's see if I can print out this string. It should be BWT unit matrix 1. Right. That's a good sign. That is a very good sign, actually. So now what I want to try and do is to make it... So I'm printing out... He has good signs. Cheers, Alexa. Basically, the second line is going to just be... It's going to be this moved across, and it's going to be this like that. Probably like that, actually. So... It's going to go through there and write that out, and then it has to set... Yeah, this is kind of interesting. When I hit... So I'm doing a number of loops here, so I'm going to need another loop inside here. How sexy is this music, by the way? So I'm not using J at the moment. Let me just see what this prints out. If this was Twitch chat, you'd be creegasming. You can creegasm all you want in Practising. Go nuts. We do want to actually put a new line at the end of each thing. So that means... Well, I mean, I suppose it's only for printing purposes. Yeah, let's just see what it actually does. So it's done a load of I's, a load of N's. Right, yeah. Ah, interesting. So that just does nothing. How about if I pop this in here? Right, so... I did allocate enough space, didn't I? String. Yeah, right, okay, so this was then 33 things too many, because I was trying to do this loop out here, and then I was trying to do this loop in here. So this loop in here is enough, but this one out here, there isn't enough space for that. So if I just malloc s length times length plus the s length, I know it's completely bogus, but I'm just seeing if this will actually allow it to work. Yeah, it will. If I just take away 1 from this allocation, that dies. Right, good. So I don't actually care about printing anything out here. It's all the print inside here. So that prints out that. Yeah, and instead of actually putting the new line into the... Oh, actually. I suppose I want to do the printing in the loop, actually. Do I? Unless maybe I do actually do plus length, and then after each time, put a new line. I mean, like set pointer plus plus to be equal to a new line. So that's in the loop. So that isn't enough space. That's not enough space because it's this and this, which I don't want to have happen. And so far, so this is writing the thing going downwards, right? Drake. So is that the correct behaviour? No. No, it needs to be writing it upwards. So that isn't at all correct. So let me just look at this actually. This is this row here, like going across is I, isn't it? I goes across. Oh, we haven't got any ASCII art, Unicode. So Y goes across. Sorry, I goes across, and Y is going down. J, sorry, J's going down. Jesus. Right, something like that. As I increase I, So on like J0 would give me that result. J1 would give me that. Well, it's just hard to set that actually. Can I do that? You know, if we just say that J is equal to 0 and it stays as 0. I suppose I couldn't go through the loop then, could I? P++ equals string. Int j is equal to 0. So we come into this loop. The pointer in the string is at the start of the string. So the pointer is here when I come into the loop. I want to be increasing I and then jump down. So really the I should be the inner loop, really. I think. So we're increasing I, and we're printing out, we're doing P++ is equal to string I. And after we've done that, we increase J, and we it's really like it's kind of like this, isn't it? Maybe? No, it's not an array, point or vector. Or I plus I times J. I'm incrementing J out here, I'm incrementing I in here. J times I. Could this be correct? I think I might just take this plus length off. That might just confuse matters. So the pointer is at the start of the matrix. String plus... I need to iterate through the string once, maybe. Yeah, I mean the string is not moving anywhere. You know, it's a modular thing going on here. Okay. So I plus J mod the S length. It's interesting. So it printed out one of them. What are the S lengths? I plus J. So going through this loop, modulo the S length. The S length is always going to be constant. Or maybe the outer. Sorry, yeah, that is the outer thing. No. Let's just allocate a bunch more just to see if we can actually. Okay. The modular estimate of the values is always within the array bounds. Right, okay. Also, that's from the end to the back to the start, which rotates like how you want. I guess what I suggested, right? Should get a job out of there. Was it saying we should move the plot was pretty tasty. Yeah, I suppose, thanks Interbar. Much appreciated. So let's just manually look through this again. Like what I would do as a human being. I'd write out the array. I would then say that the first value of the next line is the same value that I'm on, and then I'd write the array again until the point that until the point before there. So I basically need a way to say where I'm up to, which is what I would do, or J rather. That's kind of like the offset, isn't it? J is like the offset. So if int that is less than s length plus j, we want to say that is equal to string, and then out here we then want to say, because the pointer will have moved on to here, we want to say that the pointer is also equal to the same value. Right. But we have to also bound it so that we're not like we're not always writing up to the actual s length. It's kind of like s length take away j. Oh, with mod s length minus 1. Okay. Just bear with me a sec. Let me just see what happens with this. Since S length includes the null at the end. Ah, right, okay. Okay, so that's not correct either. So let's try this. I mod the s length minus 1. Was it I? Or was it j? Where's the mod thing? I plus j mod. Okay. I mean, I guess that can't be right actually if it's dying now. String I plus j mod s length minus 1. After the loop, a null byte will need to be added. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's not quite fixed, is it? Holy shit. By Jove, I think he's done it. Well, not quite. Because we've got up to 5 Drake interferers. So really, this second time through, we should see 2 E's together. Right. I wonder if that was just what was happening actually. Before, like... You know, when I did like the... Yeah, it's not really that though, is it? It's like... Because what I was going to say was, right, if I was to do the, if I was to do basically this same line here, down here, actually that could be correct, because it is just the one character from each line, so that could actually potentially be correct, I suppose. And then it's S length take away J. No, it's not actually, is it? It's just S length take away 1, maybe? Take away 1. Why does it have just space? Really? Why doesn't it think that's declared? Oh, I put it out there, didn't I? So both loops testing as well. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I can't jump to the error because there's only one of them. There's an expected after that. Insofar as I've got a primary Drake. Not sure I understand why. So this sets the P. This sets the thing to be that. It jumps out of here. At which point I and J are still... Oh, hang on a minute. Don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I suppose I can do the plus plus I out here so that it keeps the I. Well, maybe not. Why did that fail? For that. Well, better if I come up with something if you understand it. Okay. Yeah. Encouraging I there. This will have the same J value. J will be the same here. I keep going back to 0. I is at 0 here. It then gets to the end of the string. Yeah. And then when it comes down to here, it hasn't gone back up to the I equals 0 thing. I is still the same here. And J should still be the same there as well. Until it goes back up through the loop. I'd have thought. Insofar as it's the 2 loops we need to test that also with this approach. Okay, right. E is going to be equal to the start of the end, start of the next one. Go through, and then K is also equal to the start of the next thing. So the string length is this with a null on the end. So we've taken it away, and then we've got just the string. P is equal to string I plus j mod the s length take away 1. Which means that it's taking away. Hang on a minute, that's a constant though, isn't it? Oh, sorry, yeah, it's modding it, right. So, I is 0, and j is 0. Modding it with that take away 1, so that means that I end up with a 0. So P is equal to the thing at 0. And then we increment I. Do this for we then increment I. Sorry, yeah, we increment I. So we're on the end. Because the string is like equal to 1 then. So we do that until we get to the end. We've incremented I until we get to the end. J is still 0. I is at the end. Yeah, I don't understand why this shouldn't work. Let's just do this and step through it. So if we break here, and let's just watch P, the value of P. Onto there. Right. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to print off the value in P0. Oh, hang on a minute. If we do display beta. Oh right, okay. Okay, yeah, so we've got insofar as I've got there. Let's also let's just watch I and watch J as well. So this was I going up to 19, up to 20. Faro Jake. Right. And what is the S length? S length is 33. So I need to increment one more time. Oh no, because we're going up to the S length minus 1. So at this point, we are now here. We should, because we're up to this point, we should jump down to this line here. And we have done. And now it's said that that is still equal to that. Because I haven't stepped over this line. So I step over this line, and it's now saying that, unfortunately. should have. Well, it said that I was then. Oh, hang on. I was 33. Was it? Did I become 33 there somewhere? No, I couldn't become 33. Could this possibly be? What do I have to? Well, that's intended to. It's intended to print. Um, set the value at this location. Or well, it's just yeah. If we look at it as an array, so the p is going to be a pointer moving through the array. This like this. It gets to the end of here. When we're here, we do p equal p plus plus, the value of p plus plus, which is here, is equal to the same value. That's what I'm trying to do, basically. But what is the set? Yeah, that's what it's intended to do. Yeah. So you can then do that. Like each for each line. Ah, okay. But I don't get how p is equal, because these guys haven't changed. At least I don't think they have. Like, we do this loop, and as far as I know, I is still 32. Yeah. It won't be set to 30. It won't be set to 0 again until I go through here. And j will still be 0. So I'm not quite sure I understand why. First thing about would not have that second. Oh, it could that. Okay. Hmm. So you're saying it would rotate the other direction? Yeah, I mean this would set it to be p plus plus. Because this will move the pointer on past there. Yeah, move the pointer on past. The pointer is. Oh no, that is moving to the matrix. Okay, just hang on a second. I just Need to use the loo. I'll be back in in a minute. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's just pop on. How long have I been going actually? An hour and 30. So, if I just put on 30 minutes worth of music. Let's put on Limbo. Limbo's, it's only 20, but it'll get us most of the way there. So, I'm just going to rename I and J, just a sec. I want to put it x-axis and y-axis. The inner loop is the x-axis. I do need the S length, -1 I believe. And the outer loop is going to be on the y-axis. Just nuke this entire thing. So I know that it is definitely The value at pointer plus plus should be equal to the it's the string. It's somewhere in the string. The y-axis. So, sorry, the x-axis. Exit command not found. Are we not F-zeroed? I'm now DOS. Save it again. Oh no. What is happening here? Exit command not found. Well, the only exit is here. Let's just reload it. Bastion like DOS line ends. Oh, it's now DOS again. That's unfortunate. Ah, right, fine. DOS to Unix it. Yeah, must have been. Yeah, and it's thrown out of this crap. So it's now Nix. Right, okay. Might just nuke those while I'm here. Remove hourly this and hourly this. Oh, that's nice actually, that it only let me complete the second one. That it knew that there was this one already completed. I didn't realise that was a thing. So H++, absolutely. And we need the new line, or we need the 0 in order to make the printf actually finish. So this is wrong, right? We know this is wrong. So it's just done that. So after having done this, after having done this loop, it increments the y-axis, so it goes down one. Oh, it increments the y-axis. It increments the y-axis. But it's only the y-axis in the... It's not the y-axis of the string. It's the y-axis of the matrix. And P itself is iterating through the matrix, so... Strictly speaking... it doesn't really know about the axes as such. You know, I'm just shuttling through the x-axis. I mean, what I was saying was, right, at this point, if we just do the same thing, we probably haven't got enough memory for it. P++. That's interesting. This is almost what I want, actually. So rather than the E, sorry, rather than the I, I want it just to put the E out again. Actually, is it going to be S length? No. Why? Why is it not that? Yeah. Again, I've got the same... How have I ended up with the same thing again? That's interesting. So that and this are the same thing. Is equal to the y-axis. The length well, it's the length take away 1 really, is what we want to be looking at. You know, just so we're looking at things a bit more simply. So it's the length, take away 1, take away the x-axis. The x-axis is currently at 0. So it's like 33, take away 1. Take away 0. Sorry, x is incremented. So x is now 32, right. X is 32, so yeah, right. So that puts it at the start. So instead of that, we want s length take away 1, right? Don't we? But instead we just get that. And likewise, if we just do, because we're iterating up to, because we're iterating up to that, this will be exactly the same. Jesus. What if I just +1 it or something? Oops. It's not doing anything. Why is it not doing anything? Okay. So really what I'm saying is that insofar as I've got a fiery drake, and then I want it to be the E, and then insofar as fiery drake up to the K. So it's got to finish before the. It's got to finish before the E. It's got to finish on the K. It's got to be x-axis take away y-axis. Right, it's got to be at least that. Or maybe not. Unless, I wonder if it'd just be easier, rather than having a pointer going through it, if I just straight up fucking say that BWT matrix indexed at these positions are just the thing. You know, kind of like that. Could that be at all correct? Gosh, is that the end of the, well, the last track of the soundtrack? That gives me nothing. What am I trying to print? BWT matrix is equal to string x-axis. Yeah, right, okay, so it's kind of like that. Well, hang on a minute. It's actually, yeah, it's actually more like this. X-axis. X-axis plus x-axis times y-axis is equal to whatever. Isn't it? No. Bloody hell. BWT matrix. Just try and put a bunch of X's inside the matrix. Okay. What am I not understanding here then? BWT, I'm gonna have to go and watch them. Yeah. I mean, we've kind of implemented it by hand, right? In the true spirit of handmade development, Joggy, we have manually implemented BWT with our own bare hands. We just haven't actually managed to get a computer to do it for us. With the previous code, the final that will place a null byte at the start, so you went to the stuff you put in. Ah, okay. That's what I made, yeah. Basically, the final. The final list will place a null byte at the start, so you won't see this. Oh. Right. So I won't see the stuff that I put in. Oh, I see, right, yeah. Because P hasn't moved on. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, well, let's just try that then. Instead of doing that. But the trouble is, though, can I actually... I mean, I suppose I potentially could actually... I could just increment P. I could just let him increment through. Doing its own sweet thing. While my thing actually does the shit. You know, does the stuff. This is so interesting. I'm thinking about learning the modified discrete cosine transform doing MP3 on voltage good. Bloody hell, that sounds pretty advanced. Yeah, so if I will keep this, and I will keep these guys going, but they're not going to do anything. They're just going to sit there, kind of going through. So then if I say BWT matrix at the x-axis plus x-axis times the y-axis is going to be equal to, let's just say x for now. Unused expression. Oh, there's more than one error. Oh, sorry, right, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, screw that. So that is doing that, right? So instead of putting x's, if I put whatever is in string x-axis, what will that give me? That'll give me a bunch of rubbish, which is pretty interesting. So if I actually do x-axis, add the x-axis, so if I do the same stuff, the same computation, what will this give me? It'll give me an overflow. Interval has to go to Drake. Oh wow, okay, so is this anywhere close? Ke. I mean that's obviously not complete, not at all right. But I'm kind of getting the feeling that in order to do this, I actually want to be indexing the thing directly. Indeed, sehr grosch, ke. I think I'm gonna have to call the stream there though, and think about it over the overnight. I mean, before I started today's stream, I had thought that that was roughly what you had to do. Like you had to go through the string, duplicate the last, put the same final character at the start of the next row, and then go through. Meanwhile, you're kind of making sure that you don't iterate too far. I was just storing all the rotated permutations in the wording. We just have to. Well, there probably will be, but at the moment I am storing all the rotated permutations. 2D mapped top 1D. 2D mapped to 1D. XY is X plus Y. Yeah. Oh, sorry, X plus Y. Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sorry, X plus. Oh, Y times W. Uh, not. Uh, oh, right. What's W? So we've got a 2D, we've got a 1D thing. Sorry, 2D map to, so a 2D matrix. So the matrix is X by Y. Oh, the width boundary. Oh, right, okay. So it's Y times the string length. String length minus 1. Jesus. Insofar as I've gotten a Fiery Drake, insofar as I've gotten a Fiery Drake, insofar as I've gotten a Fiery... Yeah, that's not what I'm after either. Oh, the rotated strings null terminated as well. I'm incrementing P down here, aren't I? Probably don't want to do that, do I? Oh, yes I do actually. Yes, I do want to do that. I do want to increment P down here, right? And I do want to do this guy. That's what I forgot to do. That's still not what I want. Jesus. I've other rotated strings null terminated as well. Yeah, I think I covered that. I think. Y times... Yeah, I did do. Jesus. Yeah, sorry, right, so this isn't going to be the same. These guys are going to be the same value. So at this point, I need to increment y, don't I? I need to do y-axis. At this point, I need to increment the y-axis, which means that I can't increment it up here. Right. That's still not correct. Jesus. Why is that not right? Because because I'm trying to set this to be the same value. And I'm just incrementing p so that I can put the null point on the end. The null terminator. For int. I mean, I do want to be going through the y-axis and through the x-axis. The x-axis is the inner loop because I want to go through that multiple times. For some reason, I'm not incrementing. Oh, I'm just yeah. Stopped incrementing the y-axis because I'm doing it down here. So that'll make the y-axis 1. 1 times that. Intervals. As I got a varied rate into. Yeah, it's definitely just still the same stuff all the way down. I think I'm going to definitely have to kill the stream here and come back to it another time. Yeah, and think about it some more. Have we hit 2 hours yet? Oh, we're over 2 hours, so I have gotta go. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry that. I mean, I feel like we kind of got some idea of what the Burrows-Wheeler transform actually is, but we didn't manage to implement it. At least not computationally. We did it by hand, but not computationally. Yeah, but until tomorrow, I will love you and leave you. And hope that I get some inspiration, really. Malok. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, farewell for now. Cheers for being awesome and heroic and beautiful and wonderful and helpful and all round magnificent. And glad you could be here for the last 10 minutes, Jockey. Yeah, and see you tomorrow. Thank you as well, Alexa. Thank you. Goodbye.